This is the Rhodes Trust Scholarship. This is in the United Kingdom. It's a fully funded scholarship opportunity at the Oxford University in the United Kingdom, and it's one of the most prestigious scholarship in UK. So to qualify for this scholarship, or one of the criteria of getting this scholarship, is that you must take a course at the University of Oxford. Yes, let's look at the worth of the scholarship now. So the Rhodes Scholarship covers Oxford University course fees, as well as providing an annual stipend. For the 2021-2022 academic year, the stipend is £17,310 per annum, which is about £1,444.50 per month, from which scholars pay all living expenses, including accommodation. Please note that this is not sufficient to cover partners or dependents, meaning that if you are coming with a partner, or you are coming with somebody who is depending on you, this amount may be enough for you, but coming with a partner to the United Kingdom, it will not be enough for you as a living allowance for both of you. So you need to look for other source of funding to cover their living expenses. Let's continue. The detailed condition of tenure of document outlines permitted combinations of degrees and how many years of study are covered by the scholarship, as later depends on course choice. For example, up to 3 years of fees and stipend is available for scholars who choose to undertake a PhD at Oxford. Following selection for the scholarship, the Rhodes Trust will cover the fee required to apply to the study at the University of Oxford. The trust will cover the fee for a student visa and the associated international health surcharge, which enables international students to access the UK National Health Service. The Rhodes Trust will cover 2 economy class flights to and from the UK from the beginning on the end of studies at Oxford. So this scholarship also covers your flight to the UK when you are about starting your program. So that's a very good thing about it. Then this scholarship equally covers your visa when you are about going to the UK to start your studies. You say Oxford, they will again receive assistantship to cover the fee for visa renewal and further application for IHS. Then something very important here is that if you completed one program and you are transiting to another program, maybe you completed a master's degree and you are transiting to a PhD degree through the same scholarship route as an international student, and you're still in the UK, you are also assisted with visa extension by the Rhodes Trust to elongate your visa that will enable you to continue your studies. So let's look at the selection criteria and the eligibility, as well as the application process. What you are eligible for, that is, okay. Let's look at the criteria now. Say the criteria which determine the first scholarship Rhodes scholars in 1902 still guide us today. Literacy and scholastic attainment, which is academic excellence, energy to use one's talent to the full as demonstrated by mastery in such areas such as sports, music, debate, dance, theater, and artistic pursuits, particularly where teamwork is involved. Truth, courage, devotion to duty, sympathy for and protection of the weak, kindness, unselfishness, and fellowship. Moral force of character and instincts to lead and to take an interest in one's fellow being. So these are the major thing that will make you the criteria for which will make Rhodes Trust to select you for a scholarship. Now, this scholarship knows no race, it knows no gender, it knows no sexual orientation, no marital status, ethnic origin, your color, your religion, your social background, your disability. It doesn't consider any of them. It considers everyone as equal. Meaning that because maybe you are black, white, yellow, you are disabled, your religion, your ethnic origin is not a limitation to accessing or being a receiver of this scholarship. That is what is there. Now let's move on to the eligibility checker 2. Now under the eligibility criteria, eligibility is usually by country. That means you type in your country. So here now we type in various countries. So let me just start with United States. Let me check the eligibility. Okay, United States is eligible. Under there you see the age criteria and citizenship. That's, are you a citizen of the United States? Then you click on yes. Then your age, you must not be older than 27 years. That's the age limitation of this scholarship. And these are the following criteria. It says on October 1st 2022 you must be at least 18 years and have not reached your 24th birthday, or you must have been born after October 1st 1998 and on or before October 1st 2004, or for other candidates who have completed their first degree later than usual. 2. On October 1st 2022 you must not have reached your 27th birthday. That is, you must have been born after October 1 1995 and you have met or will meet the academic requirements for completing your first degree on or after October 1 2021. Then the last one, a university policy determines the date of completion of academic requirement for a degree, and this may be different from when a degree is considered awarded by the degree university or the date of a graduation ceremony. In ambiguous cases, the case decision of the national secretary is final. Under here, you can click yes, then it lists you, then your academic achievement. You must have graduated with a minimum of second class upper. That's another under academic qualification. That's one of the most important thing. Then after clicking all of those, I click start my application. This is the National Secretary for the United States. So that's just the application route or the application order for applying for the Rhodes Trust Scholarship. And the deadline for this scholarship varies from country to country. The deadline for United States is 3rd of October 2022. So let's go back now and check for another country. For instance, okay, let's see Nigeria, which is West Africa. Let's click yes. West Africa now, all of these countries are in this category. Education and residency, yes. Then the same date of birth still applicable also. Then academic achievement, yes, as in the case of the first one, as in the case of the United States. English language proficiency, we have IELTS or TOEFL. For West Africa now, some countries are not considered English countries, so IELTS or TOEFL is required from countries that are in West Africa. So then we'll now start our application. So now we fill all of those informations. Then there's also information for referees. I haven't talked about that. There's a place for a referee to fill. Okay, now this is the information for candidates. It's a 10-page document which covers the closing date for West African students. Now, West African students now have a different deadline. The deadline for West African students is 15th of September. Now, look at the documents that must be submitted by West African students. Is birth certificate, national identity card, a valid passport, a voter's card, an affidavit notarized by a competent authority confirming that you are a bona fide citizen of your country. So all of these now are kind of a proof to show that you are a citizen of a West African country. So if you can apply any of the above listed. Now, the second document needed is an official transcript from your college or university. Then C, evidence of residency within the region for at least 5 years. I think if you have a bank account, a bank account statement can fulfill this. Then if you also have a voter's card, your resident address of that voter's card can also certify, but a bank statement can do more of this to confirm your address. The resident authorities, you can take a letter from them to confirm that also. Then next, say if English is not your first language, you should upload evidence of English language proficiency. That's we earlier talked about that while we are looking at the United States. Then a full curriculum vitae, which should include specific details about academic qualifications, prizes, scholarship, positions of leadership, employment position, involvement in student, voluntary, community, and other things should be submitted. This should not exceed a 2-page. That means your CV should not exceed a 2-page, and it also should not include supporting document. Please do not include a photograph in your CV. Your CV should be a wholly accurate and fair representation of your achievement. You should anticipate that details will be checked for embellishments and inaccuracies. All right, so that's what you must also do again. Then the next, you attach a head and shoulder color photograph in JPG format alongside with your application. Then you write a personal statement that is not more than 750 words. The topic of the personal statement you are writing is who are you? Say the personal statement is your chance to tell your story in your own voice. Who are you? I mean, write about if the totality about you, but not just that, not that you are dying and maybe you need this scholarship to escape out of poverty or to escape out of debt. No, you write this kind of personal statement, how you are being, the challenges you faced, how you were able to pass through the challenges, and and other things like that. And how this scholarship will aid your strength in advancing through further or future challenges. Then the next is an academic statement of a study of not more than 350 words, a mini research plan or a statement of purpose stating why you chose the course you chose, how it relates to your previous education, and how it will relate to your future education as well. That's what is there. Then you also need 2 referees. You also need 2 referees, and you must seek their permission before listing them. You provide an email address of your referees as you are listing them. Remember, the deadline is 30th of September 2022. Rhodes Trust will contact your referees to give further clarification or give further details about you. You do not pay any application fee when you apply for these Rhodes Trust scholarships. Please do not upload documents, certificates, testimonials, or links URL other than those required. That means if any document is not requested, do not attach it. So that's a brief overview for those in West Africa, and we also use the US also as an example. So you can just select your country. You can check the country's eligibility to know where your country, the category that your country falls into, and the deadline for your country. You can see that the United States has a deadline of October 31st, while Nigeria, which is West Africa, has deadline of 30th of September. So that's it, guys. That's a short one from the Rhodes Trust Scholarship at the Oxford University in the United Kingdom. Thank you very much. Please do like this video and subscribe to this channel. We'll see you in the next one.